Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Pag pinag-uusapan po natin ang Bill C-12, ang madalas po nating banggitin na issue ay kung gagamitin ba ito ng gobyerno para mag-mass cancellation ng mga pending applications in the different immigration programs. Kahapon po, may finloat ang Conservative Party na isa pang posibilidad, okay, baka daw gawin ng gobyerno sakaling maipasa itong Bill C-12. At kabaliktaran yung isang posibilidad na nakikita nito. Okay? Ang sabi ni MP Michelle Rempel-Garner, okay, alam niyo naman ang toka niya lagi, immigration, ano? Baka raw gamitin ang Bill C-12 para mag-mass extend ng mga temporary visas. O, iba naman ang kanyang naisip, ano? At dahil dyan, may concern sila dyan, they are proposing another amendment to Bill C-12 para hindi yan mangyari. Para hindi magamit ng gobyerno ang Bill C-12 para mag-mass extend ng temporary visas. Okay, nagpa-press con po siya kahapon. Let me play a portion of her press conference for you. Parang mga less than 2 minutes. Panoorin na lang po natin ng buo, no, itong part na ito.
I have also given notice of an additional amendment to Bill C-12, which would ensure that the Liberals cannot use extraordinary powers in Part 7 to mass change, extend, or cancel visas or permanent residence cards in the bill, particularly to mass extend temporary work visas. During the debate on C-12, officials were unable to provide concrete examples of how they intended to use the sweeping powers in Part 7 of the bill. As such, Conservatives successfully amended the bill to include a requirement for the Liberals to report to Parliament on how they use these powers, and for the Minister to come to committee when they are used, as well as a clause to clarify that the Liberals could not use the power to mass convert temporary residents into permanent residents. However, this morning, a news story showed that the Liberals missed a whopping 38% of temporary residents in its last census. This breaking news compounds a story from earlier this fall, which described how well over 1 million temporary residents have expiring visas. Last spring, the Liberals admitted they had no plan to get these non-citizens to leave once their visa expired. And for months, Liberals have resisted Conservative efforts to disclose entry and exit information, raising questions about the true accuracy of exits. And worse, in recent days, an operation the Liberals undertook to speed up citizenships to influence the outcome of the 1995 Quebec referendum also came to light. These issues, combined with the lack of clarity from officials on how they plan to use powers in Part 7 of Bill C-12, has resulted in Conservatives giving notice of an additional amendment to C-12, which would prevent the Liberals from using these powers to mass extend all types of temporary resident visas. Canadians need reassurances that those who are supposed to leave on expired temporary resident visas actually do. And
okay. So, ang dami niyang nabanggit na issue na, no? Ang dami po niyang nabanggit na mga issue, points, to explain why they want this amendment. Una sa lahat, ang sinasabi rin po kasi nila, no? Baka kasi maging loophole kung hindi nilang gawing klaro sa Bill C-12 na bawal ang mass extension. Ito po yung kopya ng Bill C-12. And it is this Part 7 na pinupunto nila na baka maging loophole eventually. Ang nakasabi dito, if maipasa ito, no, it will authorize the governor and council to make an order to cancel, suspend, or vary certain documents, okay, issued under the Act. Siguro they find the term vary a little vague. Baka maging loophole at sabihin, pwede namang extenda. It's a form of variation to an existing, let's say, temporary visa. Okay, so yan yung gusto nilang i-amend and make it clear na bawal ang mass extension. Ang nabanggit po niya, no, ayaw nilang magkaroon ng mass extension of temporary visas and they want to make sure na hindi raw ito magagamit to mass convert temporary residents to permanent residents. Okay? And then she cited some recent reports na, ang sabi nga niya, combined, pag i-analyze ang mga ito, ang naiisip nila, baka gamitin yung BC-12 para mag-mass extend, para masolusyonan o ma-address yung mga problemang ito. Yung nasa report. Okay, ano yung reports na nabanggit po niya? Una, Statistics Canada recently admitted na nung huling census na ginawa for the year 2021, hindi po nila na-account ang 38% ng non-permanent resident population. Okay. Bakit mahalaga na accurate ang bilangan ng... Aba, syempre, policies are based also on the population size. Diba? Anong kapasidad ng healthcare? O ilan na ba ang tao dito? Kailangan accurate yan. Pati immigration targets, syempre, kailangan nila malaman ilan ba ang tao dito para malaman natin ilan pa ang tatanggapin. So if the number of people being counted are, is inaccurate, hindi magiging effective yung policy na i-enforce, hindi po ba? And also, it just tells us there are more people here than we know. Diba? Kasi nga na-underreport yung census. Okay, pangalawang report. Sabi niya, syempre, alam naman natin na marami, milyon daw ang mga taong magkakaroon ng expiring visas or facing expiring visas. Marami na siguro ang mga out of status. And as MP Rempel Garner mentioned, the government has not given any clear plan on how it will ensure that those who are out of status will actually leave. Okay? So with these issues combined, siguro ang nasa isip ng Conservative Party, baka ang gawin ng gobyerno ay i-mass extend ang mga ito. Di maging PR na sila, mawala na sila dito sa issue ng expiring visas. Yung mga ganun ba? Naging PR na sila. Baka yun daw ang gawin. Okay, may nabanggit pa siya, no? Parang nangyari na rin daw yan. Similarly, nagamit ang immigrants to influence politics. Yan, meron siya nabanggit nung 1995 ba, na referendum sa Quebec. Okay, na kung saan pinagbotohan kung ang Quebec ba dapat manatili sa Canada o hindi. Nanalo ang no. Okay, ibig sabihin, nanalo yung mga gustong manatili sa Canada ang Quebec. Ang tinutulak po kasi na narrative ng conservatives ay ang ginawa raw ng gobyerno noon, minadali, okay, yung paggagawa ng citizenship, okay, nagpa-citizen sila ng maraming immigrants para makaboto kasi ang nasa isip po nila, ang immigrants have the tendency to have one Canada position. Kaya nanalo daw po yung no votes. Okay, but anyway, yan po ang isa sa mga, kumbaga, theories ng Conservative Party. And again, dagdag din yan sa mga dahilan kung bakit naniniwala sila na dapat i-ensure na hindi mangyayari ang mass extension ng mga temporary visas. Hindi magkaroon ng mass conversion ng temporary residents to PRs. Okay, nanggaling po yan sa bibig nung ni MP Michelle Rempel Garner. For me also, this is one way, again, okay? Isang paraan ulit ito ng Conservative Party para kalampagin ang mga nakaupo ngayon, okay, sa IRCC, sa CBSA. Kalampagin na, come on, tell us your plan. Kalampagin sila na magkaroon na ng clear plan on how people who are not supposed to be in Canada are actually living. Okay. Sa mga committee hearings po kasi, kunyari, nandiyan ang CBSA, madalas pinag-uusapan yung mga taong nasa removal inventory. Okay? Pero sa katunayan, those people in the removal inventories, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, they don't necessarily account for people who are overstaying. Most of them, sila po, ito yung mga may rejected asylum claims. So pag na-reject na yan, meron na talaga silang removal order. Or people who committed serious crime. Yan po ang mga nasa removal inventory. It is unclear for now saan pong inventory, kung meron man, saan napupunta yung mga out of status at international students at temporary foreign workers. Okay, let me show you this report also from Juno News. Dito nabanggit, okay, merong isang news outfit, yung True North, humingi ng data raw sa CBSA tungkol sa parang exit data yata ng mga temporary residents and TFWs. Ang sagot daw ng CBSA doon sa True North, wala silang ganong data. So, di ba? Paano nga naman ito? Ito pala, mali yung na-put up ko ito. Yan. Government refuses to release data on how many temporary migrants leave Canada. Okay, CBSA is refusing to release data on how many international students and temporary foreign workers actually leave the country when their permits expire. Sabi nila dito, refuses to release data, no? Ako, this is just me. I have a feeling it's not that ayaw nila i-release. Feeling ko, hindi maganda ang kanilang data gathering. Baka wala talaga silang clear system to track these people down. Wala silang clear inventory, okay, with data about overstaying people. Despite confirming it collects individual entry and exit information on all travelers, the Canada Border Services Agency is refusing to release data on how many international students and temporary foreign workers actually leave. In response to a True North inquiry, the CBSA confirmed it collects exit information at land and air border crossings. The data is used to confirm whether individuals remain in the country after their authorized stay ends. However, ito na, a spokesperson ng CBSA told True North the data is applied on a case-by-case basis. However, ang sabi dito, aggregate data on specific cohorts, ibig sabihin specific groups or category of people, including international students and temporary workers, is not available. Is not available. Okay, yan na yung sinasabi ko eh. Sa totoo lang, ang analysis ko sa kakabasa ko ng mga ganitong data, malalaman lang ng CBSA, matitimbre lang sa CBSA ang isang kaso ng overstaying is if may mag-alert dito ng isang specific case. Hanapin nila ang isang tao, ang file ng isang tao. That is the only time na matitimbrihan sila and perhaps malalagay sa removal inventory ang isang overstaying individual. Okay? Ito na mismo nagsabi, aggregate data is not available. O, diba? So, I don't know what's gonna happen, diba? As I've mentioned earlier, this is why I truly believe the issue of a growing number of undocumented population, yan na ang susunod na kahaharapin ng Canada in the coming years, especially 2026, when more temporary visas are expected to expire. Okay? So anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Do you think mass extension ang nasa isip din pala ng Liberal Party, no? Okay? Okay, o sige na. Bye-bye guys. See you in the next one.